All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son.
Mike's 47. I'm coming. Check. Motion.
Red 80.
Shoot out in the backfield. Shoot. Hey, watch it.
Red 80. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll give this to Bell running right, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good break up, baby.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive.
Oh, yeah.
This is 3rd and 8.
And here we go again.
Oh, 80. Hey, Alpha.
He sent it to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Here we go, son.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close. Fist to the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. He's at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold, his throw caught at about the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Duke Riley gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's 3rd and goal. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And Darnold just beating the play clock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one. When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go. Black, come on. Waiting. X3, 218.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd rounder from Penn State. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Black.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
Go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Kill.
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
80. Bang. 6-6. Pull it high.
Take 4.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeaed double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, he's going to sling this deep down. And this is caught. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky. No.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Watch the backfield. You go tight. You got lady. You got tight.
Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
This is Bell.
Let's get it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Avery Williamson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Wentz. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
Orbit.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, Jets.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the
Okay, baby, I'm safe.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable here for Davis. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold.
Doubling this guy has to be a...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Quentin Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hey, Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. The quick slant caught. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second and goal, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Mike's 47. Mike.
Oh, 80.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Oh, 80.
Watch safety screen.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Wentz. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
57 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
3 down, 3 down.
Another run with Sanders. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And the time he kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Check. Yo, lady. Buzz. Check Mike 47. Watch the curl. Mike's 47.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
We gonna work.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Sanders, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, zoom. Hey, we're good.
Wentz to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. When you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Down 7, and they got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Ready. Switch. Begin. Hey, Echo.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be a 37-yard attempt.